This is going to be such a huge hope rope for you if you're watching. Listen to this. I want to give you a glimpse into this past week, right? So, my kids have been off. Um, Obviously, they're off for school, and I took this last week off, and so did my husband. And we did all the things. And there are certain things that I did this week that I didn't even think were possible a year ago. So, it's amazing because I still find myself healing even, this long into my journey. There is still expansion happening. And I think that expansion is going to be lifelong because so is learning, so is the growth, so is the healing. So I wanted to share with you guys because I'm on like cloud nine. There's certain things I did this week that, oh man, I did never ever thought was possible. So on Monday, we went to this conservation area and we did treetop trekking. We're talking these like intense obstacle courses where you're like high above the tree, suspended, with this equipment, and you're going through all of these obstacles using your like holding your own body weight, hopping from tree to tree, and then zip lining through the entire forest in the heat. So we were there for 3 hours. We did all the things, and I came home and I didn't, need to rest or anything. I just kind of like went on and about my day. I worked a little bit. I did my stuff, made dinner. Tuesday, I went to a outdoor concert with my husband. I saw Creed, Finger 11, and Big Wreck. Those were some of the bands from my youth that I absolutely loved. And we were there for hours outside under, the night sky. We got home at like 1:30 a.m. Next morning, I woke up at 7 a.m. for an appointment that I had. And then Wednesday, we spent the day gardening. So we got 67 bags of marble stone. We dug up our garden. We like laid down like a barrier so the weeds wouldn't grow up. And then we put in all of this beautiful stone. Okay. That was like 4 hours plus in the heat. We're talking, if you're Canadian, high 30s with the humidity. If you're in the US, high 90s, maybe even closing into 100 at certain points. And then there's more. Okay. Yesterday, I went to Canada's Wonderland, and I've been to this amusement park a couple times during my healing journey, but I've never been on any rides. So even 2 years ago when I went, and I was still, I was feeling pretty great, didn't have the chronic stuff. I, said to myself, I'm like, there's no way I could do this. I don't think my body can handle these adrenaline rushes, or maybe it's not good for my limbic system, or, I'm going to stay away from this. I don't feel like I can do this. And I just made peace with that and said, okay, I'm never going to do a roller coaster again. It is what it is. And I'll give you a little backstory. So I dealt with vestibular stuff for 8 years. 8 years. It's a long time. And for many of those years, I had to use a walking aid to assist me in walking. I always had to hold on to things. There were times where, any sudden movement would set me off. And so that was another reason that I was, really, again, afraid to do this. And yesterday we showed up at the park, and I didn't even have this expectation that I was going to do a ride. I didn't even train around it. I didn't even think about it. I just showed up as I was. And yesterday was hot. I think it was like 36 degrees where we were. And again, high 80s. And we went with the family, and my son is like, you know what? I want to try a roller coaster. So I didn't even think about it. I just lined up with him and we got on it. And I mean, it wasn't the biggest roller coaster there, but it was pretty scary. And so we did it together. And I was like, wow, I didn't even think about this. I did it. And then I went and we did an even scarier one. And then I went on one of the roller coasters that was my favorite when I was a teenager. Like, it was one that I always lined up for, and it was, man, it was so thrilling. And I lined up and I think my daughter was surprised. She's like, "You're going on this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And I did it. And I did it. And like when I got off the ride, I almost burst into tears because I couldn't, oh man, a part of me still couldn't believe that I just did that, right? Healing is still happening for me daily. It really is. And in a previous video, I described as well as I celebrated my 40th birthday with last week with my cousins, my friends, my family. I felt healing happening in those moments too. So I feel like I'm at this place now where as I'm continuing to live life, more healing is happening, more expansion is happening. And it's absolutely marvelous. And I am just praising God in every moment because I know He's walking me through every single step. He's holding my hand. He's saying, "Fear not, I'm with you." And yeah, I just felt guided to share this with you all today because I constantly get messages of people who feel like they'll never do this or that or this, and also get messages as to, what my life looks like now and whether healing is still happening. And it totally is. I feel like I'm always healing, and it's a good thing. It's not from this place of fear of like, oh no, I have all this stuff to heal. It's from this place of like, wow, I'm expanding in ways I never expected. And I think that the timing of it is everything because I've been healing for years, and I know I'll be healing till my final breath in a good way. I anticipate it. I am excited for it. And like I said, it's been a long time. And last year, I would not have gone on that ride. But I feel like with every day that goes by, I mean, that safety within, I continue to cultivate it. It gets stronger. That belief within me gets stronger. That connection to faith and to God and His goodness gets stronger. And it all kind of culminated yesterday, and to say is like, yeah, I'm ready, right? So there's no rush is my point. So patience, compassion, and even surrendering and saying, okay, maybe I'm not here yet, but maybe I will be. Last year I wasn't there yet, but this year I was. So I wanted to share that. I hope this was supportive and helpful and hope filled for you. And if you'd like to hear even some more hope, I just had a podcast go live, an interview I did with Phil at the Chronic Comeback. It is on his YouTube channel and in my stories. So check it out as well. And if this resonated, comment below. What is something that you healed from recently that you didn't even expect? What was an expansion that maybe was unexpected for you? Share it below.